Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
And I will get to that. I just want to go back up to the captain's cabin for a minute. Alright, the fish tank is still here. But as you can see, next to our models, more models. Well, room for more models, I mean. Also more wires strewn about on the walls and the deck heads. Anyway, yeah, this is our equipment. By default, I've just got the normal armor and the Cerberus Ajax armor. But here are our casual outfits. The Standard Alliance uniform. The dress uniform for officers, which technically Shepard should be wearing as she is the commanding officer. A casual uniform she definitely shouldn't be wearing. The uniform she was wearing during the beginning of the game that I actually kind of like, so I tend to make her wear it. The hoodie, which is exclusive to the N7 Collector's Edition, or at least it was. When I originally played the PC version for the first time all the way through, because I bought the pack which gives you all of the DLCs. Like, all the single-player and multiplayer DLCs, I had access to this. Given that Shepard is an N7, and it's exclusive for N7 soldiers, she is permitted to wear this. But I think the only time I actually made her wear it was, like, on the Citadel. Like, during the DLC. The Citadel DLC, I mean. And then we got this one, which people hate. So we're going with this one. Just because I like it. Okay, here's our squad selection. And as you can see, changing Liara's outfits changes up her abilities a bit. And we'll have James wear that. Anyway, here's our messages. Including an email to officially reinstate Commander Shepard. Oh yeah, this actually gets referenced in Mass Effect Andromeda, as you get a shortened version of it. This is something from one of the DLCs. This is the N7 stuff. We'll need to go down to the down to deck 3. And that pretty much opens us up to the Priority Eden Prime, which takes us into From Ashes, which will be the first mission we do. Because we can recruit a new squad member in there. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything down here.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
That sounds like an impressive feat.
Commander.
Alright, before we do anything else in this deck... Come on, where are you? There we go. Now, as you see, we've only got one engineer here. Adams!
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
It's interesting that he's got a bit of an open mind on AI, or at least this particular AI. Now we can't get in there just yet because we need to actually finish From Ashes first. Now down here is James, that dog thing, and Lieutenant Cortez, our Supply officer slash shuttle pilot. I'm trying to remember where all the models were. I know there's some on deck 3.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal, unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yep. We're going to rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You come down here for something? Or are you just looking?
I did just come to chat, but I might stay for the show.
Have to work harder than that if you want me to blush. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Oh, I can dance.
Okay, Lola. Let's do this.
Don't let my good looks fool you, Vega. I got my share of scars.
You remind me of my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
No, but that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn...
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey. Thanks for the dance, Lola.
Lola, huh?
You kinda look like a Lola.
You're cute, so I'll let you get away with it. For now.
That's it. Now you made me blush.
Alright, I think that's all the models that were down here on deck 5. Yeah, here's our procurement interface. We can purchase things from it, but we have to pay 10% more. It's also useful for checking to see if I've missed anything in missions. Anyway, here are weapons upgrades. So yeah, the M8 is going to be a bit more effective. And way less. Yeah, just one of those stuff. Bugger off.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So, you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. With my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
He's available to be romanced by male shepherds. Alright, here's our list of the dead. As you can see, Ashley Williams and Richard L. Jenkins are the only squad mates on this list. Presley's also on there. Oh, and unlike Mass Effect 2, you can't go into the toilets of the opposite gender. That's the word I was looking for, I think. Oh, and these windows have been blocked off. Nothing for me to grab in here. Yeah, we're just touring the ship. Then I'm gonna get to the Exodus cluster to get us ready for next time. I do have a controller plugged in, and we will be using it on the Galaxy map. Anyway, yeah, this is the improvements to the main battery. We can actually walk over here. We'll go with the med bay and server room first, because I think there may be models in there. I will talk to the dock in a minute. Okay, no models in here.
Hello there, Commander.
How are you settling in, Doctor?
Good. I've been busy restocking supplies and running diagnostics. It's nice working alone in a fresh lab. I get to set up everything just the way I want. Anyway, now that you're here, I'd like to examine you.
Do you have concerns about my health?
You have an extensive number of cybernetic implants.
I died. Cerberus spent a fortune bringing me back.
I know. I just want to make sure everything checks out. It'll take no time.
It doesn't hurt to be safe. It won't hurt, will it?
No, nothing invasive. I just need to run some implant diagnostics and take readings of your immune system. It looks like your implants have a synthetic protein overlay that's allowed your body to integrate them quite nicely.
Must be from the procedure I had done to help heal my scarring.
Must be. I bet that wasn't cheap. Thank you for indulging me. Everything looks fine. May I help you at all?
Do you have any family?
My parents are on Earth, Geneva. The news isn't good.
I'm sorry.
But my brother is safe on the Citadel. I'll count my blessings where I can.
How does working on a military vessel compare to your Citadel clinic?
It's a completely different experience. I like that I have fewer patients under my care. I can really focus and get to know each person. But the workday never ends here. I don't get to go home. I'm always on call. But you're making a real difference. So by being here, I'm making a difference too.
Do we have enough medical supplies?
Luckily, the med bay was one of the first areas the retrofit team stocked. That's fortunate. Who knows how long we'll have to be self-sufficient.
Just let me know if you need anything.
I will.
I like having her along.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you've found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
You know, I was hoping this new council would be a little more helpful than the last one.
The meeting was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered. I think.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Okay, nothing really in here. It's also possible to get these monitors looking the wrong way. It's quite funny. I upgraded the wrong thing. Hold on. Never mind.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt, I'll always remember that tour of the Normandy. But let's be honest, Shepard, it's been more than a half a year. Should we continue where we left off?
I'd like that more than anything, Liara.
Good. I was getting worried.
There are a lot of reasons I was happy to see you on Mars.
I'd like that list, but later. There's so much left to do. I'm working with EDI, hopefully we can discover what the Protheans left for us. But I'm looking forward to talking about something other than business. Maybe later? Hello again, Shepard.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship? Impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Please, enjoy your day.
Okay, definitely found all the models, right? Yep. That's all our models, and now the Shadow Broker ship is right where it should be. On the wall. Alright, we'll talk to Joker, then Trainer, and then I'll get us into position for the next part.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking? Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake. Commander? Commander?
You know, we never actually used that airlock. Except for one point in one DLC. Oh, right, and one other mission I can recall.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. You're not alone here.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Carry on, Specialist.
Alright. Alright, I've got the controller, as you can see here. Hold on. I just want to test what the PC controls are like. So up here is where the Cerberus lab is located. We can explore Hades, Gamma, and Kite's Nest. In fact, that's what I'll do. Now, Mass Effect 3 has this side system called Search and Rescue. Basically, hold on, I'm getting this up. Yeah, no, I still don't like that. Basically, you can scan for things. Okay, a deck, and southwest of a deck.
I found something.
This will refuel us. Now, you have to worry about fuel in this. You can purchase fuel. However, I find it's best to not do that. Because, you can get the Normandy refueled for free if you just dock at the Citadel. And yes, this does mean you're going to see me constantly going to the Citadel just to dock and then bugger off.
Signal confirmed.
Okay. There we go. And yeah, the fuel tank upgrade is did not carry over. You also noticed I'm not speeding up the scanning in this game. Because there's not as much scanning. Is it worth going to Hades Gamma? We'll do Hades Gamma later.
I found something.
Now this system is Reaper free. Yeah, sometimes you will get war assets. Alright, so what I'm thinking we do is, hold on. Is there any around Boar? Yes.
Signal confirmed.
And that was Tier. Okay. Oh god. We may need to make this multiple trips, actually. Now, I believe we can also find the Hong Kong. And just so you know... No, wait, it's the Shanghai. Although I believe you can find the Hong Kong somewhere. The Hong Kong is an Alliance frigate, not a...
Evasion successful.
Okay, I was gonna see if I can get those
Eluded.
assets, but no, we can't. And that's only 200 fuel. Damn, we're actually gonna have to refuel first. Alright. We can worry about refueling next recording session. So, this is where I'm going to save it for now. Next time we will do the From Ashes DLC, just get that done and out of the way. That'll also be when I take the screenshot for the probably the thumbnail that'll be around for most of this. Anyway, I'll see you in the next part, because I should go.